Hey guys, welcome back to episode number dos.
Hashtag Ask BGTV.
That's right, so we are taking your questions every Sunday here on BGTV. Let's get right into it because we got a lot of questions and a whole lot more just came through. So I don't know if we can get to everybody's questions that asked them today, but we will do them in the next episode. We're answering them as they come in.
Thanks for bombarding us, by the way.
So, first question comes from Winnie. What's up, Winnie? Winnie was at the New York Team Live Lean meetup. So, what's up, Winnie? Winnie says, what age do you, Brad, and Jess think is appropriate for a person to start living lean? You can go ahead.
Right away, Winnie. I think definitely from birth. Parents should be teaching their kids that fruits and vegetables are good for you and that exercise is healthy. We think it's never too early to start.
Yeah, absolutely. Same word for word. Just get outside and get active.
True.
Any age. Question number 2.
Brad, how much are you selling the PS3 for?
Well, the PS3 is sold and I sold it for $100. I had like
one day
50 million people ask me for it.
That was a hot item. Lord Cashins wants to know, my husband wants to know where you bought that Captain America t-shirt.
All right, the Captain America t-shirt. I think that was from Old Navy, like a $10 shirt, but.
Oh, hey Brad, do you track your calories or macronutrients, bro? I added that part. Or do you just eat when you really want to?
Honestly, when I first started my journey, I did, and I really recommend everybody do that because it's an education thing. Now, I don't because I can look at a meal, I can look at a chicken breast, I can look at a sweet potato and tell you how much calories, how much carbs, fats, and protein is in it from just looking at it because I put the time in at the beginning. But now, I just eat when I'm hungry and I know my limits and portion sizes. Okay, and if you guys may be wondering what we're drinking here, okay. This is coming up on Thursday.
Yeah, it'll be out this Thursday.
It's a bloat drink, and the reason
it's a debloating drink,
It's a debloat drink, and the reason I'm drinking it today is because you have to watch yesterday's BGTV.
If you saw what he ate for dinner last night.
Cheat. All right, let's keep moving. This one question is for you. This question is from a gentleman, and he's talking about his wife. And I'll just summarize the question. He basically says his wife is scared to lift weights. This
is so common, especially with you ladies. I get questions all the time on, whether weightlifting is right for you or how to get over the intimidation of lifting weights with the boys. And honestly, it shouldn't be one of those things that's for boys only. Weightlifting is just as much for women as it is for guys, and you shouldn't be scared at all of getting down in there with the weights because the results women get from weightlifting are phenomenal. I mean, the same as with guys. You're gonna get leaner, you're gonna get more toned, and then you're gonna shed a whole bunch of body fat. So you can invite her, but just don't nag.
All right, next question is from Greg XXD. What is your opinion on the latest time of day for eating carbs? Do you want the bro science answer or do you just want the actual real answer? But anyway, the real answer.
Keep it real, yeah.
I fell for this when I first started getting in. I talked about it like in videos probably 3-4 years ago.
Me too. I used to have the rules.
Yeah, honestly, guys, just earn your carbs, like I always say. Get working, get exercising, and if you're working out late at night, have your carbs late at night. Don't worry about what the clock says. Do it based on your activity level.
Minnie Park asked, hello Brad and Jess, I'm a big fan of you all. Woo, thanks. And I have a question. Is it okay for taking protein powder every day?
Oh, absolutely. For me, absolutely. I try to limit it to like once or twice a day because it's a supplement. It's supposed to supplement food. Don't rely on it every single meal. Take it after your workouts, and then if you need to add it to some sweet snack because you're having a craving, add it to your brownies if you're making homemade brownies and that sort of thing. Okay, next question, flipping fitness. What other foods do you enjoy other than healthy foods or pizza?
Obviously he knows you.
Also, if you guys go to college, what did you study? So other foods, I like burritos is good from Chipotle a lot of the times. Sometimes, like, if I'm really feeling like something, like I'll go back to my old school days of having like cereal. And another kind of cheat I like is chips, but that's very rare.
I really like sour candies, like gummy ones, like Sour Patch Kids and like gummy worms. I really like them for some reason. I think it's the texture. Other things, I really like fruit. I could eat fruit every day. Brad knows I'm like a fruitaholic, so that's my preferred choice of carbohydrates.
And the second part of that question, did you go to college and what did you study? Yes, I was a business guy, a marketing guy, started my career in advertising, and then I came over to the fitness side?
Yeah, I went to college in Arizona and then I transferred over to New York and finished my degree there. And I studied kind of all over the place. I didn't know what I wanted in college and I just knew that I didn't want to follow the typical path. So I studied things like business, entrepreneurship, and then health and wellness.
All right, next question, Dan Chapelski. And Dan has a Broncos. Chapelski, my bad. And he has a Broncos logo up outside his, I think this is on Twitter, so Broncos shout out. He says, which biography, autobiography that you've read has the greatest impact on you and inspired you the most, and why? We love reading, and the autobiographies that I love reading is about entrepreneurs a lot of the time. So I've read a lot about Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, even the old school guys like Rockefeller and Andrew Carnegie. These guys. Underlying principle of all of these autobiographies is that they inspire me because these guys started out from pretty much nothing, and what made them who they are today is that they believed that they had something better for themselves in life. They didn't just believe it, they imagined it, and then they took action every single day to get towards that goal. That's what we're doing right now. All right, next question comes from Dario Nigro. He says, meat nuts breakfast. Would it be vital to make a meatloaf with all the ingredients? I've tried it, sliced it each morning, good or bad idea?
Sure, I actually think this is a great idea. If you want to change up the textures and like components of our recipes, it's fine to make the same recipe in a different form. So like instead of eating a salad, you have the salad in a glass, like on our Team Live Lean site. It's totally fine to turn a meat nuts breakfast into a meatloaf. Just don't add any of the fattening ingredients and you're good to go. Coda310 asks, Brad, if you could have any celebrity from the past or the present as a guest on your show, who would it be and why?
I love guys who live lean before me. Jack LaLanne comes to mind. Just guys who've been there, they've done that, and you know, when they pass, they're still ripped and live lean. So I'd have Jack LaLanne from the past. And present, I gotta give a shout out to my dude, Greg Plitt. Guy is so inspiring, so motivational, and he's just ripped 365 as well, so I would have Greg Plitt on.
Yeah, I would probably pick like one of the female fitness icons like Jamie Eason or maybe even Jennifer Nicole Lee. Some of these women are ones that I started following back in the day before I got into fitness. People like Erin Stern, I feel like are really inspiring. It'd be great to have them as guests on the show talking about how they continue to live lean and inspire people. Okay,
last question is from KRipped90, says, do you speak French?
No. We try, but you know, we're really specializing in English.
Yeah, so anyway guys, that's it. Let's wrap that up. That was 12 questions. We have a whole lot more here. I'm sorry if we didn't get to your question yet. We'll get it to in a future episode. Get those in, hashtag AskBGTV, and we'll answer your question on camera. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
And we'll see you at the next vlog. What does Jessica have on? We're in the kitchen when I get home. What?
Are you kidding me?